I'll tell you this. If we see a liquidity event again and Cardano dumps, I don't know anything about its fundamentals, but I'll be a buyer. This is strength, and this is strength.
Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin and Cardano analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone. Krisha, blood on the streets. Is it time to be a buyer, or is it time to
Sean,
dump it?
You sound awfully happy. You sound awfully happy today.
Hey, there's always opportunity, regardless of what the market's doing.
That's true. I cannot argue with that. There is opportunity here as well. Well, the bears are here. The bears have taken over. We broke. Look at that freaking daily close. That's nasty.
That's an ugly daily.
Exactly. It's very, very bad. In fact, Sean, we also closed a 4-day candle, right, today?
And that's not looking good either.
Right. So Sean loves the 4-day time frame. It has he's officially labeled it the Mango time frame. So we'll be going over the 4-day as well today. In addition to that, guys, we will be going over Cardano as well. And why Cardano? Because Cardano won the popular vote. Now remember, if you want us to cover any altcoin that you are looking at, make sure to get down to the comments section and tell us which altcoin you want us to cover. Okay, the popular vote wins. And then when you're scrolling back up to continue this video, make sure to hit those likes because that helps us know whether or not you guys actually enjoy this kind of content. Now, we usually start off with something fundamental oriented.
But hey, we actually do have something to talk about, Kusha, and you do have a tab open right over here. Everyone's talking about it. China bans Bitcoin. One more time. I think they banned Bitcoin twice this week, right? So Chinese banks promised to step up the cryptocurrency ban. China's biggest ban. So essentially, long story short over here is that now China is making it even more difficult for people to on-ramp onto cryptocurrency exchanges and get exposure to Bitcoin. And this does make a lot of sense because I believe China is initiating their own central digital bank currency. And I guess Bitcoin kind of interferes with their long-term agenda, right?
Right.
So I guess it's rational for them to attempt to give it a go, another go. The markets clearly did not take that news very well, immediately seeing a strong sell-off after that. But here's the thing, guys. China usually bans Bitcoin every cycle. This has become a trend now. Remember, 3 points make a trend, and now officially China has banned Bitcoin on 3 Bitcoin bull cycles. In fact, Dan Moorhead right over here on Twitter posted up a really good bullish indicator for China banning Bitcoin, and you can see over here that China banned Bitcoin December 2013, and Bitcoin rallied 4,000% right after that. China banned Bitcoin September 2017, and Bitcoin rallied almost 800% right after that. And hey, one more time. Now, let's see if the trend continues on Bitcoin rallying after. And you know what, Kusha, you're laughing, but if you do remember, had we just played it out like we had planned it at the beginning of the cycle? We talked about how, let's say if things go according to the previous bull market, right, then we'd be looking at a market mid-top at around summer, right? That would line up with our theory of us having short-term bull markets with short-term bear markets. So we're looking for a top towards the summer, right? And then we lined it up with, hey, this would line up with how in 2017, let me go on over to the charts, guys, for you. I'll pull up BLX for a quick second, right?
So just weekly, zoom out.
Yeah, and 2017, right? Somewhere around, I believe it was...
it was there.
Was here?
It was the summer.
Yeah, no, it was somewhere around here. It was here. This was when China banned Bitcoin.
So we had the China ban,
This
and
was
then
the
we had
hard
the
fork.
Bitcoin
This was
fork.
this was the hard fork. Okay, this was the fork wars.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, that was Bitcoin survived this. And Bitcoin went through a lot of BS over here. By the way, for those of you who are new, like if there was any time to lose confidence in Bitcoin, was around this period, right? And then right after that, China comes in with their FUD and banning Bitcoin, and we lined up this portion of the market along with this period of the market with this, right? Now, we didn't expect China to come in and ban Bitcoin one more time, just like they did back over here. But I brought this up for those of you who have been watching Mango for a while. I brought up this area frequently because what was really spectacular about this was the market sentiment at the time was extremely bearish. Rightfully so. We had broken trend on almost every time frame. The altcoins were getting wrecked. Bitcoin was getting wrecked. We pretty much dumped from around. We had a good, again, around 50% dump, right? And what does Bitcoin do after? And guys, think about this. This was around October, and right after that, Bitcoin rallies within 50 days to all-time highs. So we essentially went from, let's take it from the wick actually for a little bit more drama.
That's convenient.
So we essentially went from around $3,000 to $20,000 within a period of 2 or 3 months, right? It's now I'm not saying that's going to happen over here. I'm not saying that at all. But
you're trying to drive a point to parallels between China FUD and every time China bans Bitcoin.
Yeah,
and the
that's the only thing bullish about Bitcoin right now. China banning Bitcoin, because look at the trend. China bans Twitter rallies 4,500%. China bans Facebook rallies 14,000%. China bans Google 700%. Come on, Google, step it up. Snapchat 11,000%. So this is typically bullish if
but I love how they've broken down Bitcoin. They've had to ban Bitcoin 3 times.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because you can't ban Bitcoin. But again, let's get back on over to the charts. I do want to show you guys this amazing video right over here of how this lady is showing the carnage that the China ban caused in the crypto community. Right over here, she's talking about all the Twitter, Bitcoin over leveraged traders, right? She's like, and right over here, this is Michael Saylor's home, by the way, guys. The carnage caused. Clearly, we're going into a crypto winter. It is a bear winter, clearly. Tropical storms. Things are going to be getting shaky. And right over here, clearly an over leveraged Dodge trader. Things are getting murky in the waters right over here. Hey,
but okay,
let's get serious. This is Mango research after all, right? Okay, so Krisha, Bitcoin USD, the daily looking like garbage. Okay, and I do want to talk about a few things, and we were talking about this in the Mango Seed private chat this morning too. As soon as we woke up this morning, horrible close, and this goes back to yesterday's video that I was talking to you guys about yesterday, right? I was not going to be happy even if we closed. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit over here. And I'm referring to this candle, okay? This candle right here. If you had closed this candle even above this horizontal, it would have not been enough for me. I was looking for this horizontal right over here to get defended. And it did do that. Yeah. Right? But we now, not only have we lost this horizontal, we've clearly lost this horizontal too, right? So this is not looking good at all. Now, here's what makes this trading this range difficult. Because if you were looking at daily candle closes, this was bullish right over here, right? Because now remember, we were looking for this range to break instead. Okay, right off the bat, I told you guys this. Just like how I was not convinced with this horizontal holding, right, on the bullish side. Similarly, I was strict on the upper side, right? I was like, I'm not going to get too bullish until we break this zone. Oops, this zone right over here. Okay. This entire area, I was looking for that zone to break. Now, a lot of traders got bullish right over here on these candles breaking, and they weren't wrong to do so. Okay, that's completely understandable because we did have structure over here. We did put a candle close, a high candle close on a closing basis as well, or as we put a high on a wick basis, right? So we literally started breaking the downtrend and initiated an uptrend. So you get into a trend trade over there. Now that wasn't enough for us. Why? Because you're looking at the 4-day time frame. However, we broke right back into the range. So right over there, you get out of your trade. Being wrong is completely fine. Being stubborn is not fine. Being wrong is part of being a trader. So if you got into a trade over here, good for you. You played the trade setup. But if you stayed in the trade over here, bad for you. You were stubborn. Now, you can see that how Bitcoin has been doing this, right? We did over here too. Had a higher candle close, but did not see follow through. Had a higher candle close, did not see follow through. Now, over here, we had a lower candle close, did not see follow through at all. Now, it's getting kind of murky in this range, right? Which is why I think that if you are looking for trades over here, you have to be strict. You have to look for that confirmation. Do not let your emotions control you and wait for the better trades with one. Either wait for the pullback into a range that will allow you to say, hey, you know what? Let's say you're looking for a short trade here, right? Wait for a pullback where you short into it, and then it's very clear that, hey, if I break into this range, right, I can get out undamaged. Okay, so where am I going with all of this? Well, let's look at this daily candle close. Okay, we closed underneath this horizontal. Now let's look at the hourly closes, Kusha, leading into or right after that daily candle close. You can see that we rallied. The daily candle close was somewhere around here, I believe. Okay, right here, and now right after that, the bulls have come in. Okay. The question is, do we see this as an opportunity to sell into it, right? Are the bears looking at this as an opportunity to sell into it, okay, for an opportunity to just have the liquidity to sell at a better price, or will this level get reclaimed? This is why I think the next few 4-hour candles is going to be very important to get or to position yourself in one direction or the other. Because if you zoom out, you're going to see that the 4-hour right now is actually a very, very strong candle that showed up right after the daily close. You do not want to see this kind of strength coming in from the bears right after an extremely bearish daily close, right? Now it's on the bears to push this back down, but at the same time, this is not enough for the bulls to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to get bullish over here.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Kusha?
No, I agree. I mean, by the way, the strength on this candle, look at the candle, look at the structure of the candle, guys. It is a bullish engulfing candle.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's what's making it a bit, that's why people should be a bit more prudent if they're looking to take a trade at this level. I'm going to go back on over to the daily very, very quickly, because while I feel like, yes, you know what, Bitcoin has been sort of choppy along the ranges, I still feel like it's giving people good opportunities. Okay, now we just yesterday, Sean, we highlighted a range of support technically. We closed over this line over here that you were looking at, which came in at around 34,600, right? And we were looking at this region right here, which we closed under today.
Yep.
Okay, this one came in at 33,300-ish, give or take. Now, this was the zone of support. If Bitcoin actually, if that 4-hour engulfing really has to play out, I feel like this is going to be where the bears step in next, right? That's going to be the rebound play that I personally.
So you look for a lower high over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, every trade has two sides. It's about understanding where are your reference points. This is going to be the next major reference point coming in at 34,600. So if price for whatever reason starts closing back above, you know that you're wrong on your short position, right? But that would be the stronger level that I gun for, just based on how that 4-hour closed. We had a beautiful bullish engulfing candle. The bulls could take it up, possibly up to 34,000. But honestly, I'm looking at the macro. Macro's looking freaking bearish as hell.
So when you refer to the macro picture, you're talking about the high time frames, right?
So the 4-day and the weekly time frame.
Okay, cool. So this is where it gets really, really difficult for Bitcoin, because we did hold the weekly candle close, Kusha.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So this again, it's not. And I was again saying this on the Discord chat. So if you guys are not yet in our Discord, make sure you go ahead and join. You can join us at themangoway.com/Discord. Very, very simple. Again, guys, themangoway.com/Discord. The weekly right now is looking like pure garbage. Okay. Looking like pure garbage. However, okay, we have to keep in mind that as much as we would want to front run this weekly time frame right over here, this weekly has not closed yet. It's only literally a day and 10 hours into it. Okay, we have the entire week to change this picture around, and we've seen Bitcoin do far crazier things. Imagine this, okay? Imagine this candle turning into a green candle and then turning into a full-bodied green candle with a wick over here. Now suddenly we have a picture where we're sitting back in the range and we're sitting at the top of the range actually, and it's a different picture again, right? That being said, I am still leaning for the rest of this week because of the 4-day candle close, because of the daily candle close. I'm leaning bearish, right? The weekly needs to step in, and that's going to line up with the 4-day turning around as well. Because if we do get a good weekly close, the 4-day will probably go back into neutral as well, right? So I am leaning bearish regardless, but if this weekly closes anything like this, like we're seeing right now, it's going to look really ugly. This is, I mean, come on, guys. You, as bullish as you are on Bitcoin long term, right? I understand, but you have literally a head and shoulders kind of top over here, however you want to draw it, broke towards the downside, and now this is looking like a bear flag, right? Literally pole, bearish attempt, or rather an attempt by the bulls to push up higher, failed, and bearish continuation.
Of course, this is for traders and not hodlers.
Yeah,
or
not
people,
hodlers, exactly.
Yeah, so just so that we're clear, if you're just here to hodl for the long term, you have a 5-year plan, then I think, honestly, if I had to really put my money anywhere, I'd be like, Bitcoin is sitting over this number in 5 years.
This is a buy in 5 years. If you're really looking to trade this, and again, guys, you need to understand, okay, what you're doing when you're buying for 5 years. You can't buy for 5 years and put on a 5x leverage trade. That does not make sense.
Oh God, no! I'm talking more of spot positions. If you're looking to get in with your money.
So understand that we are sitting on the Tenkin and the Kijun over here, so it's a really, really easy way to manage risk. In fact, that's how we were trading Bitcoin when we broke the Tenkin and the Kijun in this zone, right? We were looking to be massive buyers around the monthly Kijun levels. If you guys go back and watch our videos, and you can see how that has paid off for Bitcoin. Krisha, would you rule out the possibility of seeing a wick down to the 21 EMA?
Because that is the next level. If 30K breaks, okay, so we have yet to close a candle underneath 30K still. If 30K breaks, 25 is going to be the next region of contention. And there is confluence there. Like, look at this. We have the monthly 21 EMA swinging in right there. Of course, you're going to get tips on price actually falling before that. But that is going to be the next critical level as support.
Right? I agree. Again, guys, remember, as long as the monthly is looking sitting on the Ichimoku over here, right, I'll be having that bullish bias. We lose this, I'll be looking for a longer term downtrend.
Now let's get on over to the 4-day actually, because we did also close a 4-day candle. That's the 4-day that we have been talking about. So we are sitting on 4-day
cloud support. Interesting.
So 4-day cloud support, but this is like the picture is not looking good here. Okay. Whoa, Sean likes to scribble, guys. Scribbler. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so we were personally looking at this level that came in at $34,000, basically $35,000, right? Marking in the wick close right here, as well as the candle body closes. Also, we were sitting on cloud support, right? When we did bring it up. Now, as this candle unfolded, guys, we broke right through. We're currently sitting at the bottom of the cloud. If I have to look at this,
such an ugly candle.
It's an ugly candle.
Like you can't really blame the China FUD too much, because look at the candle that preceded it. That's an ugly 4-day candle, and we talked about how we didn't like that 4-day candle. Posted that on the Discord chat too. I said I'm hating that 4-day candle. Talking about this one right over here, Krisha.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so because we took out the Kijun only to lose it on the next one, that was the first tip on that, you know what, this is iffy, the bears are likely going to take over, and then boom, right? So this is a bearish picture so far. That's how I'm looking at it. I know that people are looking at the cloud support now, but I mean, we're just going to keep going from one support to the next to the next. What I'll be looking for, honestly, is...
that's how you need to play it. I understand this is bearish. I completely agree. But this sits in line with, hey, don't rush into your short trades.
Yes.
Right. So we like shorting into, you found cloud support over there, shorting into that clearly would not have been the right idea, regardless of whether daily structure broke. Because you have 4-hour support over there. Again, something else that we were talking about in the Discord group. We had 4-hour major support over there, and now we have cloud support over there too, right? So we could see, if you're looking for bearish trade, by all means, but you could see a better entry. Unless you're like looking for a longer term trend trade and you don't mind seeing the trade pull back on you because you're busy with your day-to-day life and you just want to get into position, right? That's a different story.
No, but Sean is right there, right? So we know that we have support. We've come smacked up against support. Price is getting a sort of bullish sort of revival on that region of support. What I'll be looking for next is for price to come up to test the $34,500 region. Sorry, $35,000 region. Depending on how it performs there, honestly, I'm looking for this one to get rejected. This was such a nasty close. I'll be looking.
You
for a
have
test.
to expect it to get rejected.
Right,
You can't. If you're following your own rules as a trend trader, you have to simply play it and then hope to be wrong if you're long-term bullish, right? Exactly. Just hope to be wrong on being bearish, but be bearish.
Right. And what these sort of levels give you when you find these strong regions of, say, resistance, in this case, overhead, these are strong reference points, like Sean said, if it closes over, you know you're wrong so fast.
Yes.
You do not have to wait too long.
Yeah.
Okay? The wait is just, it's negligible.
Yep.
You don't have to wait too long. In fact, some of these regions also have cascading effects on over to the lower time frames. So as soon as you even see candle bodies close, daily candles close over this region, and you're seeing consecutive candles, strong candles close over this region, sometimes I'll tell you that, hey, you know what? The bulls might be taking over from here, right? You know when you're wrong very, very fast. So use these points of reference to your advantage. Make it your edge. Okay, so
Well said.
so far,
Really well said.
I think the momentum lies with the bears right here. The 4-day was a nasty candle. So yeah, that is the 4-day on Bitcoin for you guys. Sean, is there any other time frame that you want to go over? Because they have our downside targets. Our major downside target right now is sitting at $25,000, which also lines up with the monthly 21 EMA. Well, upside, honestly, I'm looking at this $35,000 region for now. It's only if we start getting past that will I start looking for further targets to the upside. Perhaps the next one coming in at, what is this? 39,000. Right? What about you?
No, I completely agree with almost all your levels. If you do break 39,000, Kusha, what would you be looking for next?
C-SPAN trade, yeah. All the way up to the Tenkin coming out there. 47,000 is the same thing. Our levels don't change to the upside because, well, we're banking on that historic price action to even get our, regions of support resistance. And also we're seeing cloud confluence right there. 47,000 is also the breakdown point, so it is still intact. So yeah, this is what we have for Bitcoin. Sean, are you ready to get on over to Cardano?
Let's go. My favorite, ADA BTC or ADA USD?
USD. Now, don't forget, guys, if you want us to cover any altcoin that you are looking at, make sure to get down to the comments section and tell us which altcoin you want us to look at. Okay, the popular vote wins. And if you're enjoying this video so far, do not forget to hit the like button because that helps us find out whether or not you guys are actually enjoying this kind of content. Alrighty, now with that, Sean, let's get on over to Cardano. Okay, so let's first get on over to the daily time frame, or maybe the weekly. Let's get on over to the weekly first. What the hell? We closed a weekly yesterday. It's looking nasty, just like Bitcoin, but okay.
All right, here you go, Kusha.
Is it looking nasty?
Cardano is actually looking better than most. I'll be honest with you. Right? It is. I was actually very, very surprised. I've been constantly surprised. Look at that. It's hands down looking better than most charts out there. You were expecting a worse picture.
Yeah.
You've not been keeping up to date with Cardano.
Oh, holy shoot. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, fine. We got...
It could be better, of course, but the entire market is pulling back and it's holding 21 Kijun.
So even on the last weekly close, Sean, we closed above the Tenkin.
The Tenkin came up, unfortunately.
Jesus. Okay, cool. So the Tenkin came up. However, we lost the 10 SMA once again. So that's something to note. We're currently testing the 21. I'll say this.
I'll tell you this. If we see a liquidity event again, and Cardano dumps, I don't know anything about its fundamentals, but I'll be a buyer. This is strength, and this is strength. And if it breaks down, because the entire market I'm talking about across markets, all right, we see kind of like the COVID situation. If we do see that kind of situation, which I'm not expecting because everyone's expecting it, then this chart is looking better than most charts. And whether you're a Cardano hater or not, price at the end of the day is the arbitrator of all debates.
Boom. That is well said. Did you get that from somewhere? Was that you?
I think so. It's just a sentence.
Like, wow. That hit hard, but okay. So, all right, as far as price goes on the weekly, guys, Cardano is looking freaking strong. I stand corrected. The weekly is still looking good. We are testing the 21 EMA. I think the picture is going to be fairly simple in that if we lose the 21 EMA, so once again, guys, candle body closes. When we say lose, to lose means to close under, okay, or to close over, but to lose a region. Up here, I'll be looking for price to close under the 21 EMA. If we do that, only then will I really expect another push to the downside. What is going to be the next region of contention? This.
That's your market liquidity buy opportunity, I guess.
40 cents. That's going to be violent.
Can you believe it, Kusha? I believe Cardano on the COVID scenario went down to freaking 2 cents.
That's crazy.
It went down to
my
2 cents.
God. That is crazy.
So imagine that, and now 40 cents is like, wow, that's so bad. But it's
well, hey, Bitcoin is sitting at like 32 and everyone's depressed. But okay, so you know what? 40 cents is going to be the first region, okay, but there is one more. I feel like I'm neglecting this one just because it's so close, but I shouldn't be doing that. It's going to be this, all right? This
and that's
comes in at
psychological
$1
support too, right?
Yes.
It's been holding for so long.
Dollar whole number.
Losing that level, though, is going to... Kusha, what about the dynamic? What's it saying? Okay, there you go. That's your neat gorgeous. This is the buy opportunity, and if you do lose this level, then I'll be looking towards 40 cents for sure. Yeah.
Okay, but this is Cardano for you. Dollar is your major region of support. Of course, we have the 21 EMA coming right above us, but it's going to be like a squeeze-like situation as far as support is concerned. It's a zone of support from the weekly 21 EMA to the dollar region, which also lines up with the dynamic. Right, so it's going to be this right here. Okay, this is actually it's quite a it's quite a thick zone. Let me say that it's quite a thick zone from the 21 EMA to $1. That's a good 19%. So at the very least, if we start losing the 21 EMA, closing underneath the 21 EMA is going to send us propelling down to $1, which is going to be a 19% move. You do not want to be on the wrong side of that trade. Okay, now all the equity that you even managed to save here is going to count towards your future trades. If we start losing $1, then 40 cents here we come.
Yep.
Right?
Completely agree.
So yeah, these are our major targets. If things have to turn bullish once again, I'll be looking for price to take back the 10 kin as well as the 10 SMA. We're looking for that trend. Remember, guys, the strength lies in the trend ultimately. Trend equals structure. Higher highs, higher lows. Keep it very simple for yourself.
Exactly. And remember, the trend is down. There's nothing, I'm talking about Bitcoin over here, guys. There's nothing bullish about this trend other than the China trend. Because when China bans Bitcoin, the trend is up and you buy that. I'm just kidding, guys.
So Sean, was there anything else, any other charts in terms of the traditional market that you want to go over?
Nope.
Things with yields or...
Well, not today. I think we've kind of gone over our time allocation already. So with that, guys, traded the mango way, traded the easy way, traded the stress-free way, traded the breezy way. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Ciao, guys.